All right, Shalom. Before I begin this video, all praise, honor, and glory goes into Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Nakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, rule well and teach well, as well as the sincere salutations to your hopeful elect Akim, who are pushing this word all throughout the four winds of the earth. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Nakakwadash, Barakathum, and to you brothers. This video is going to be entitled Pride is at an all-time high. All right, so you know what that means. All right, with this pride, with the with the people at the their height, the pride is at its height. That means that obviously, there's a payback for that. There's a recompense for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just read Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. So these people that are proud, they're at the proudest. These people are at the absolute proudest. It gets no more prouder, right, than just the average Babylonian here in America. Proverbs 16 and 19, it says, better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. Yeah, so it's better for us to be in our position, in the lowly. Lord, will we be of the elect, being in that, that humble spirit. The Lord humbles you. The Lord, puts you through certain things to in order to keep you humble, right? And it's better that we be in that position, because like the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, if a man, have the whole world, yet he lose his soul, what's basically the conclusion to that? What would be the point of that? Especially knowing what we know, knowing that we're at the end. So even if you were, to sell out, I mean, shit, you gonna be able to ball out for 2 seconds and then boom, the end. We have to maintain our integrity. Proverbs 16 and 20. He that handleth a matter wisely shall find good, and whoso trusteth in the Lord, happy is he. So yeah, we go through what we go through. Yet ultimately we're joyous because we understand that the Lord has given us an opportunity to turn back to Him. And that's a beautiful thing that we have this golden opportunity. Being in the truth is a golden opportunity. So we have to take advantage while we have the chance. Because eventually, after the MOTB comes about, hey, everything's going to be rolling downhill. So while we can, we got to build ourselves up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, so that once Jacob's trouble gets here, we can be, we can be prepared, we can be ready. And this is, preparing through the spirit. Proverbs 16 and 20 once again. He that handleth a matter wisely shall find good, and the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shemel Shabbat Shemakakwadash. That's the true wisdom, not the wisdom of the world. Right? And since it says, "He that handleth a matter wisely shall find good," if you handle a matter without wisdom, you'll find bad. Right? And it says, "And whoso trusteth in the Lord, happy is he." You can only trust in the Lord if you are Israelite. It says, "The wise in heart shall be called prudent, and the sweetness of the lips increaseth learning." Right, so bringing out the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai, Bashem Kakwadash. All right, and that's really the sweetness that comes from our lips. Is the words of the Lord. Right, it increases learning. Because being in this truth, you learn something new every single day. Absolutely every single day. And even if it's something that you may have known in the sense, certain details are being brought out through the Spirit. The Lord has brothers. You may have 8 different brothers that do a video on the same subject, and each one's going to be different, even though it's about the same subject. Proverbs 16:22. Understanding is a wellspring of life unto him that hath it. Yeah, and only the elect have it. Right, you get that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding by getting more into the scriptures. The scriptures speak about, roughly paraphrasing, that that out of our belly shall flow rivers of living water. That's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Proverbs 16:22. Understanding is a wellspring of life unto him that hath it, but the instruction of fools is folly. And everybody outside of the elect gets the instruction of fools. It's nothing but folly here. It's nothing but foolishness, buffoonery, baboonery. Because our people, man, our people, I'm speaking about the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and also you Israelites who look like the other nations, yet your line goes back to Israel through your father. But Slakia. Back to the point, Proverbs 16:23, the heart of the wise teacheth his mouth, and addeth learning to his lips. All right, so that's why our mind has to constantly be in the scriptures. Right? Meditating, fasting, praying. Right? Proverbs 16:24. Pleasant words are as in honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. Right? And what are some of those pleasant words? Some of those pleasant words are, okay, you fucking devils, you going into slavery. You heathens, your ass is going into slavery. Okay, and that's all of you. Not just 80%. Like 80% of heathen. No, 100%. 100% of you fucking heathen, you going into captivity. Those are those pleasant words that are sweet as honeycomb. Hearing the prophecies, that's a prophecy. Okay, Esau, Edom going into captivity. The other nations going into captivity. Right? We'll get that. All right, got him. So you you devils, you cannot avoid the scriptures. It's impossible. Okay, Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. So you are going to be captive. It says, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So we were uh, captive to you, and so now, coming soon, you're gonna have to be captives to us. It's gonna be beautiful, man. Right? Because in that day, we're gonna be in them perfect bodies. All right. Going back to Proverbs 16:23. The heart teacheth his mouth, and addeth learning to his lips. Yes, we're supposed to constantly be adding precepts to mind, constantly adding scriptures that come to mind. Proverbs 16:24. Pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. Right? Because the Lord broke our bones, and then, he binded our bones up, and then our, bones healing, and the Lord putting that, going from breaking us and us just being a broke people to now the Lord is revealing his mysteries unto the elect. Lord's will you sincere brothers be of the elect. Proverbs 16:25, it says, there is no Slakia. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. And that's why we have to constantly take heed to the scriptures. Because there are certain things that may seem right, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Right? Like in the world, you may have a woman who, her man is just constantly, quote unquote, gaslighting her, constantly emotionally abusing them, so on and so forth. And when this woman goes and she, because here in this society, women have to work. So, your woman going to work and, she starts getting around other men, and these men say, if you was with me, you wouldn't have to deal with A, B, and C, So as soon as she gets with that other man, she's committed adultery. Right? Now, in the eyes of the world, people will say, oh, well he, so and so messed up, and he had his chance. Now it's time for her to, see what she can do with somebody else. Right? It all sounds fine and dandy, but it ain't though. You really ultimately you marked yourself for deletion by doing that. Proverb Another one that I'm thinking about is the alphabet community. You know, they say, "Oh, love is love." All right, you should just believe what's in your heart. Love, love who you want to love. To everybody else, that sounds, that seems right. Yeah, we know as the elect, but that's not fucking right. You know, two, two men's is together, two women's together. You know, this shit is. But yeah, hey, we in Babylon the Great, so that's some shit you see every single day, all day. You know, and depending on what city you in, you could just see some. You could you could see some really outlandish, wild shit. You know, in some of these cities. You can go to Dallas, Atlanta, uh, Phoenix, New Orleans. Let me think of what else. San Francisco, Austin, Miami, Seattle. Spirit just got me naming all cities. All these different cities, and those in particular, man, they it's a lot of forgot Chicago. It's a lot of alphabet activity going on. And really, I'd just say most cities, right? That's why the more people you get around, the more demonic it gets, and that's why the more men of the Lord, that you get around, the more heavenly it gets. The more we're uplifted, the more that we are, brought closer and closer to the Lord. Proverbs 16:26. He that laboreth for himself, for his mouth craveth it of him. Yeah, I gotta get this bread. I gotta shit. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do my big one. This is just what I do it for. I work hard so I can enjoy myself. I need that, right? I need that I need that check. I need that bread, right? That's Jake. It says Proverbs 16:27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is as a burning fire, and destructive. A froward man soweth strife, and a whisper separateth chief friends. Yeah, so it shouldn't be no little whisperings, between, brothers in this truth. There should never be any sort of issue or anything like that. There shouldn't be any sowing of any strife. All right. We supposed to come together through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bash and Yahweh Shai Bash and Makakwadash. Proverbs 16:29, it says, a violent man enticeth his neighbor. And that's Esau, Edom. He the violent man enticeth his neighbor and leadeth him into the way that is not good. And look at what this fucking piece of shit, look at what he's put on the forefront. Basically everything that ain't good. Everything that is not good is called good these days. He shut he shutteth his eyes to devise forward things. Moving his lips, he bringeth evil to pass. And he always speaks about what he's going to do before he does it. That's just how the devil rolls, man. Proverbs 16:31. The hoary head is a crown of glory if it be found in the way of righteousness. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. He that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. So that's a real mighty man. You know, a man that can control his emotions. And go about things a certain way. We're taught, as young men in this truth, we have to have a certain etiquette. That's both on and off camera. Proverbs 16:32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. The law is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord. Woo! This is going to be a great disposing coming soon. Jeremiah 50:14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. Yeah, so fuck this place. This place through. Ultimately, it's gonna get that ICBM, intercontinental ballistic. And it's gonna be this place. This whole everything about this place is gonna cease to exist. It's like it. Jeremiah 50:14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow. Right? All, nuclear capable powers. And they're not going to miss. They're going to be 100% accurate. Jeremiah 15:15. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. Jeremiah 50:15. Her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, Babylon the Great, aka America, as she have done, do unto her. Yeah, so you already see what they did. Jeremiah 50:15. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath done, do unto her. Cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn every one to his people, and they shall flee every one to his own land. Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him far away. All right, who are the lions in this sense? Okay, the heathen. First, the king of Assyria hath devoured him, and last, this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, hath broken his bones. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel: Behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land. So, not only is the king of Babylon being punished, right? These so-called elite international bankers, right? These, you know, this is their storefront. America basically is like a big ass store, and they're the top merchants. They're the ones who are bringing in, the different merchandise and the different things that are insured and different. It's a whole bunch of paperwork. But anyways, Jeremiah 50:18. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel: Behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land, right? Speaking about America, as I have punished the king of Assyria. I will bring Israel again to his habitation, and he shall feed on Carmel and Bashan, and his soul shall be satisfied upon Mount Ephraim and Gilead. In those days and in that time, saith the Lord, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for, and there shall be none. And the sins of Judah, and they shall not be found. For I will pardon them whom I reserve. The Lord's will, we get pardoned. The Lord's will, where we're reserved and counted as, the elect, that righteous elect of the nation of Israel. And it reads, Jeremiah 15:21, go up against the land of Merathaim, even against it and against the inhabitants of Pekod, waste and utterly destroy after them, saith the Lord, and do according to all that I have commanded thee. The sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And how did that work? How did that happen? All right, we supposedly got the greatest mighty men on the planet. So how is it that this place came to an end? Jeremiah 50:23 once again. How is Jeremiah 15:23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken. How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory, hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. Yeah, it's over with. For this is the work of the Lord power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Which is kind of, this is getting, yeah, it's getting kind of off point. But then, through the spirit, this actually caught my eyes. I was scrolling down Jeremiah 50. Hey, and I'll start at 30. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets. You niggas love being street niggas, right? You're gonna be a real street nigga that day. You're gonna literally be deleted in the street. It says, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud Esau Edom, saith the Lord, power of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. The Lord's coming back soon. Right, the MOTB is on its way. Okay, and then eventually WW3, war, famine, pestilence, violence, all out violence. That's what's coming to America, aka Babylon the Great. Jeremiah 50 and 32. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. Even I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together. Yes, so you so-called Latinos, you are brothers. You are also Israelites, right, from the northern kingdom. Continuing Jeremiah 50 and 33. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Yeah, so, look at what you did. You just, every time you had Jake in a certain, predicament, you just have him there. Okay, Jeremiah 50:34. Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly play, it's like he shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. It's like Jeremiah 50 and 35. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. A sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. Jeremiah 50 and 40, as Yahweh Shemel Shai overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there. neither shall any son of man dwell there, just completely bombarded. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, every one put in array, like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. The king of Babylon hath heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan into the habitation of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Babylon, right? That he's taken against Babylon the Great, aka America. Jeremiah 50 and 45, continuing down. Surely the least of the flock shall draw him out. Yes, whatever Israel get themselves into, they go basically drag Babylon down with it. Jeremiah 50:45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, and he hath taken Jeremiah 50:45 once again. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, and he hath taken against Babylon and his purposes, and he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Yeah, so once again, he's speaking. You need this place to start all your battles. Jeremiah 50:46. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved. Completely bombarded by nuclear missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles. Right? At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved. All this chaos and whatnot going on, and then it eventually gets just bombarded. Like, everybody's going to be able to see it. It says, and the city is heard among the nations. It's like it, and the cry is heard among the nations. So let me read that again. Jeremiah 50:46. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. Because they're going to be, tossing on their head, confused. And it's coming soon. Pride is at an all-time high. So we know, it's like, we know what comes next. We know that this fucking place is through. Okay? We're going to keep prophesying against this place. We're going to keep continuing to pray, study, fast, and lift brothers up through the Spirit. We looking forward to that. We look forward to the CHIP coming around so we can start to get this popping, start getting this rolling forward. All right, so with that, boys, will you edified? Call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem HaKakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well. Once again, and sincere salutations to you, hopefully, like Akim, who are pushing this word all throughout the four winds of the earth. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem HaKakodash Barakathum. And to you, brothers, man. And pride is at an all-time high. Pride is swelling up. These people are so fucking proud. You can just look at their face and proud. You know, we just gotta be confident. We gotta confide in the Lord. You know, that's how we're going to battle. We're not gonna battle with weapons. We're gonna battle through the Spirit. Get that. Let me end it on that. Second Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem HaKakodash, to the pulling down of strongholds. So us continuing to push forward, you know, we're using spiritual weapons, right? And we're chanting down this place. We're basically pulling this place down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem HaKakodash. Really, ultimately, it's the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit causing all these things to happen, right? And we in that time, pride is at an all-time high. Yeah, we have to be at an all-time humble, you know, all-time lowly, you know, and through the Spirit, you know, just focus. You know, once again, I'm going to read it one more time in the video. 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem HaKakodash, to the pulling down of strongholds. So as we, you know, we're righteously chanting, we are righteously chanting down this place, righteously, you know, continuing to speak on the downfall of this place, continue to speak on CHIP coming about, the people being anguished, in anguish and whatnot. 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem HaKakodash, to pulling down the strongholds. So we just got to keep the faith, keep pushing, keep believing, you know, and slowly but surely, right? Which really, this ain't even slowly. Now it's speeding up. It's getting fast. Now fast, you know, fast as we are approaching, you know, the Lord's coming back. You know, we're just waiting on that CHIP. Right, and in the meantime, we're continuing to chant down this place, right? Talk bad about this place, okay? That's why we continue to say at Bible Ball. All right, so with that, Lord's will, you edified. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem HaKakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Once again, rule well, teach well. Enough respect to you brothers worldwide, preaching in sincerity, the doctrine of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai all throughout the four winds of the earth. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem HaKakodash. Barakathum to you brothers. All right, until the next video, Shalom.